in this country, we have a wealth gap. And that wealth gap is growing between certain communities and communities of color. And by this, I mean we have the opportunity to close the wealth gap by $1.5 trillion a year in the black community alone, which would increase our GDP 4 to 6% a year if we helped to achieve parity just for black America. If we did this across every community, we would grow the economy exponentially for everyone. By closing this wealth gap, and this is information that comes from the McKinsey Institute and their Institute on Black Economic Mobility, it would help create 600,000 new small businesses. It would bring about 30 million African Americans into the middle class. It would save over 3 million lives because health inequities would be overcome through economic mobility. And so at a time when we have regulators pushing rules that would actually harm access to capital to minority, women-owned firms that are led by black or Latino or Asian individuals, it actually goes against our goal of closing the wealth gap. And so not only did I send the letter to the regulator, I've talked to the White House, to the president, to the vice president, to their economic advisors to explain that we cannot achieve economic mobility and wealth and legacy and close this wealth gap if we have policy or regulations that are quelching our ability to do that. And in my view, the regulation in this case is a quelching effect on access to capital. And, you know, it may be done by regulators that are appointed by this administration that I support, but I have an accountability to my constituents to do what's in their best interest, not what's being pushed by some regulator who may not understand the impact to the constituents that I serve.